Hello everybody, Hydra here, and welcome to the first review of pretty much my collection update. It's gonna be long, so yeah, I'm doing these like very early, so if you request a figure then sorry, but I already have it all planned out. Anyway, let's get to the first figure of my collection update, and it is the Trendmasters 1998 Godzilla. And I'm gonna call it Godzilla. Not gonna call it Gino, Zilla, what have you. I'm calling this Godzilla. So I paid 15 bucks for it, so definitely not bad at all for a figure like this. So let's take a look at the sculpt, which the sculpt is pretty spot on, to be perfectly honest. Captures the movie pretty well too. The spines, they could be a little bit better on mine, but you know what? I'm fine with it. I like the expression on his face. It just looks really menacing. And despite this being a Trendmasters figure, it's got really good detail for what would be a very small figure. This is like 6 inches, I believe, somewhere around that. So yeah, I love him. But really though, the detail on this is pretty nice for a very small figure. Pretty much a 6-inch figure. Just love the bumps, the muscles on him. Look very nice. Very, very nice. Clean the spines. Really like the spines on how they look. And then the tail, which is like just carved. And the paint on mine is... it's good for what it is. I mean, I thought it was like like the pictures that I got were like there was a white strip on there, but thankfully it wasn't on here. So thank goodness for that. I think some of the paint is a little bit scraped off on the leg, if you can see that. You can see maybe it's a little bit scraped off, or maybe that's how it is. I'm not entirely sure. Who knows? But the paint is really nice. It's got this nice dark blue and green to him, as well as a little bit of silver for the spines, which I really like. There's no pupils for the eyes. I don't know if that's a thing, but for mine, there's no pupils. I don't know if that's just how the figure is, but overall, yeah. And the teeth are a nice bone white. Inside of his mouth is just pink. And even inside, like, there's a small bit of detail. I don't know if you can see that. Come on, camera, focus. Focus. Trying to make sure that I get in the light. Yeah, but there's a little bit, oops. Yeah, as you can see, there's the hole for where you put in the accessory he usually comes with, but I didn't get it. But yeah, there you go. And the bottom of the mouth too is actually detailed too. So yeah, so sculpt and paint are pretty spot on, despite this being a pretty cheap figure back then. Like, I think these were like $10 back then, so even for 10 bucks, these were pretty nice looking figures. So let's move on to articulation. His arms can somewhat go 360, but I wouldn't recommend moving them that much. So yeah, they can move just like that. But also, this part of the arm moves, so you can have him like that, or you can have him like this, whichever you want. And then the legs can move as well. Knees, and then the ankle, which is really nice. So you can get him in different poses too. You can make him taller. You can make him like really crouching, which is, I think, how the figure came in. So if you want him a little bit lower, you can have him like this. Or if you want him like a little bit taller, like I do, you can just do that. But I prefer to keep him in a crouched position, just so he doesn't like fall or anything like that. So yeah, I prefer him like this. And then his tail, it can turn. And this is a separate piece, but it just breaks off. There's no articulation there. And I guess you could call this a point of articulation, and that's the mouth. As you can see, you move it with this spine over here. So very nice. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, and I guess 12. So 12 points of articulation for this. Not bad at all. And oops. That's one thing I will say about the figure that's a little bit weird. Is that he will tip over if you don't put his feet properly. Like right here. So even if you have it like a little bit off. Well, actually, I think it's just his... I think it's the right foot that you really had to make sure it's positioned. Well, okay. Unless you have it like really, really wonky, then it's not gonna do. So, yeah. So let's move on to the size comparisons, and yeah, this is what I mean. Like, he gets a little bit top heavy. As you can see. So, there we go. So let's move on to size comparisons. How does he look with your 6th engine? Yeah, this is what I was talking about. So, there we go. So let's compare it with the Final Wars Godzilla, because this is what he came up against. And with him upright, I feel like this is kind of accurate. I mean, he is like, he's more so in a dinosaur position. Like, he's more like this. So I guess it's accurate. But I think the one from the '98 movie is a little bit bigger, so I feel like if this were like in the Showa scale, this would be accurate. And let's bring out the 2000 Godzilla. Now, despite what people say, or despite what it looks like, this is actually inaccurate. 2000 was actually, I believe, 55 meters. Zilla is actually 60 meters. So in reality, he should be a little bit bigger than Godzilla 2000. So very weird there of how Zilla is actually taller. And next, let's bring out Godzilla 2014, the other American Godzilla. And I feel like this would be accurate if 2014 was scaled down. Because I feel like any Godzilla would be like 50 to 60 meters, especially with this one being a little bit taller. So yeah, this definitely works. And then one more, just because I brought out the GMK Ghidorah. And yeah, if you wanted to have a little tussle with these two, this looks nice. Looks really nice. And finally, Rarity. This thing is uncommon. You can find it for a good price, but then there are some people who really price this thing for more than 25, which really, like, I really like the figure, but I wouldn't say it's no more than $20. Like, you shouldn't pay that much for this figure. So that's it for this review. I really like the sculpt on this thing. The paint is very nice. Articulation is really good for what could be a $10 figure. Or even $5. Like, I think some people got this for like $5. And the sizing, it works. I mean, it really does work. And in Rarity, he's uncommon. So despite what people say, I'm actually gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I really like it. The only downside I would say is that I guess the tail could be a little bit longer. And I kind of feel like the positioning of the feet, like, you have to be really really specific with them. But overall, I really like this figure. It's a really nice Godzilla figure. If you wanted a Godzilla 1998 or a Zilla figure, whichever you want to call it. So yeah, so I really like this figure, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So that's a 8 out of 10, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye bye.